If you own an LLC in the state of California, you are required to file an updated statement of information with the California Secretary of State every other year. This statement of information is required to be filed every other year in order to keep your LLC up and running and not incur an additional $250 penalty for filing it late. In addition to filing the statement of information with the Secretary of State, at that time of filing, you also are required to pay a $20 fee. I'm going to show you exactly how you can file your statement of information and pay that fee quickly and easily so you can keep your California LLC compliant, active, and up and running. Now, for those of you who are coming across this video but you have not yet formed your LLC, perhaps you're just doing some initial research, I want to recommend a tool for you that you can utilize to form your LLC quickly, easily, and without a lot of the headaches that come along with making sure that you are up to date and compliant with all of these forms. This service will give you all the reminders that you need and will submit all the forms that you need in order to do so easily. The tool is called InkFile. So I'm going to leave the link to use InkFile to form your LLC in the video description down below. When you form your LLC, you are required to file an initial statement of information within 90 days of forming your LLC. After that initial statement of information, you are then required to file an updated statement of information every other year by the end of the month that you originally filed first. Currently in California, there is a 60-day grace period should you have a past due statement of information. After that grace period ends, then you will be charged a $250 penalty. Now, this is a classic case of do as I say and not as I do, because I myself am late with filing my own statement of information. However, I am within the grace period, so I do not yet have a fine accrued. In order to file your statement of information, you're going to go to the California Secretary of State's website. From the California Secretary of State's website, you're going to use their business lookup tool in order to search for your business's name. Here you will be able to access the records on your business, and you can see when your statement of information is due. You can see right here in red that mine is noted as being past due. However, I am within the 60-day grace period, so if I pay this now, then I do not have to pay that additional penalty. Now, if you already have access to your login here, then you can go ahead and enter in your information. However, if you do not have access, you are going to click the button in the bottom right-hand corner to gain access to this particular business. Next, you are going to create a login here by filling in your information. Find the confirmation in your email, and then you will be able to log in at the Secretary of State's website. Now that you have created your account and tied it to that business, you can go ahead and do the business search once again to locate your business. Go ahead and click on your business, and now over on this area to the right, you will have an additional option here. You're going to click on this area right here, where we will then begin to submit the statement of information. First, you're going to go ahead and read through the privacy warning and the terms and conditions of use. Make sure you understand those, accept them, and then click on to the next step. Next, add your submitter information. This is the information for the person, most likely yourself, who is completing and submitting this statement of information. Next, you are going to confirm the entity details here. This is already input into the system from your prior statement. Next, you are going to confirm your business street address of your principal office for your LLC. If there are any changes here to the street address or to your mailing address, then you're going to go ahead and change these here. Make sure that you note that a PO box cannot be used here. Next, you're going to go ahead and make any changes to the managers and members of your LLC. Next, you're going to select your registered agent here. Now, a registered agent is the person who is going to be responsible for receiving all legal communications regarding your business matters. Keep in mind, though, that that person who is your registered agent is going to have their first name, last name, as well as their contact information and address on public record. An individual, and it can be yourself, or it can be a California registered corporate agent, meaning that you have hired a specific service or professional to act as your registered agent. Next, move on to the type of business and email notification settings here. Next, update your chief executive officer and if you have any changes there. Next, you're going to read these statements here and see if any of them apply to your business. Then you will select yes. And if they do not apply, you will simply select no. Next, you are going to review all of the information included on your statement of information and make sure that it is accurate and up to date. At the very bottom here, you're going to electronically sign the document. So go ahead and click there, and you will then be prompted to create a signature. Next, you're going to be required to pay a $20 processing fee in order to file your statement of information. This is payable using Visa or MasterCard, but you must do so at time of filing. So if you aren't ready to pay this, you can save this as a draft, or you can go ahead and continue to the next screen, click File Online, and it will then begin the payment process. If you need to monitor the status, then you can go to My Work Queue in your dashboard once you have completed your filing in order to monitor the status and make sure that it has been processed.